morning, everybody. So I'm in Vanna. She's not finished, but what we're gonna do today is take a day trip and go skiing. And we thought we'd take Vanna along and give her a little trial one. She's not done, but you know, it's functional. I got my cooktop in, not in, but it's plugged in. You know, I got stuff in. We got cushion from the house because my cushion hasn't come in yet. And the bed is in, but you know, everything's up. And so I'm just going to, you know, take her on the road, make sure the solar panel doesn't fly off, you know. We'll pray about it, you know, and I just want to give God the glory for giving me these hands to put this together. So, you know, Darnell is the cameraman, he and I'm going to get Dina. Dina's going to come along. We got her little bed down there and her little bed right in between the driver's seat and the passenger seat where she would stay. And, you know, we're going to try it out. And I'm going to try to bring you guys along, you know, and record this. So, all right, you guys. Okay, so you guys, we are, you know, headed out of the neighborhood. We have Vanna. I'm not, you know, I'm gonna do the cars coming around. We got Vanna right here in between us. The door is propped open. We got Darnell here, and we are going to take Vanna on the road. And we're gonna stay buckled up. We're gonna try to stay, you know, safe while we drive. So, okay, so far so good. Nothing, you know, nothing broke yet. So, okay, you guys. You guys, so we've been on the road for about, what, 2 hours now? About 2 hours now, or maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And so far so good. The highway we're on right now has a 65 limit. The solar panels have not blown off that I know. I see the shadows. They have my solar panels on my roof, so that's good. I had 2 lights that lit up on my dashboard here about my collision camera or collision whatever is off right there. Make sure I drive straight. And I think it's because it's a residue or something on my camera from the snow or something. I don't know. I have no idea what that is, so I'm gonna try wiping off the camera to see if it fixes it. Otherwise, that's a new problem. I've never seen that one before. But we're driving, and Peter is, you know, sitting here like a champ. And yeah, just want to stop in and say that. Okay, you guys. Hey, we're here. We got our we have our own equipment, so we had to worry about the line, but we're here with family and they're in line getting rentals, and they're just about coming out, so we decided we're gonna wait. So the Vanna is at the parking lot with unit in it, and pretty cool. They directed us to a nice spot. I got to record it. They directed us to a nice spot, so we got a nice long at the curb. So Dina's been walked, she pooped, and she's in there eating her teeth. So hopefully she's going to be happy for good 4 hours or so. Maybe 6 hours, I don't know. Anyway, we're here. I catch you guys on the slope. Bye. Okay, you guys, I am back. We're taking a break from skiing, and I am cooking hot dogs for lunch. Apparently, I thought this looked like it'll work on induction, but apparently it's not. It doesn't work. So that my pots and pans won't work. But I just bought this today for another purpose, and I know I checked to make sure this worked, and it worked. So that's all I have right now that will cook, and I'm just testing out the induction cooktop. So we're back here, you know, taking a break, and so that's what we're doing. You know, man. There's a lot of things that I'm finding that I need in this van for my travels. So this is good. It's good to come out and test it out. Okay, so like for instance, my pocket door As you know, it slides in and out. So when I'm driving, I might want to keep my pocket door open. And the problem is, whenever I turn, it slides this way. I turn the other way, it slides back. So it's sliding back and forth, and I need something to prop it back so it can stay open if I want to keep it open, you know? Okay, another thing is my refrigerator here. It will open up and it will roll out. In transit, it'll just, by itself, roll out. It'll roll out and then, all by itself, even though it was locked. And so, so when it's locked, if we make sure it's locked, we expect that it would stay shut. But it don't, something happens and it just rolls out. So I gotta look into that. I don't know if anyone else had the same experience with this kind of slider. I don't know. But those are the two things that I've ran into.
All right, so since my mom is driving, she asked me to record the fact that when we turn it on, the power goes from 290 watts to about 1920 watts. And the battery output goes down significantly. It also starts smoking from somewhere in here. So that's a no-go.
Okay, you guys, so I'm at home now and I wanted to go over what happened when we were cooking. So this is what happened when we were cooking. This is my fuse that I have for my inverter. Now remember, my inverter is a 4,000 watt inverter. My battery system is 12 volt. So what I had calculated was that I needed a 400 amp fuse for that. I had 4 alt wires for it, and that's what I calculated. And so what looks like happened here is it melted the fuse. Now it didn't blow the fuse, but it did melt, and the power is still passing through even though it's melting. And it smoked up the van when we was cooking. I had brought along let me see. I had brought along a cooktop. An air fryer, as my son was saying. I brought along an air fryer. So I was cooking with the air fryer on a separate circuit. Now remember, I had 3 circuits going on in here, and I purposely did it that way so that each circuit was 15 amps, and I'm thinking 1,800 watt per circuit. That's what I'm thinking. Not to go over 4,000, which is my inverter capacity. And so I thought I had, it should have been fine. I only was using one burner, or medium, so it wasn't. It's for 1,800. It should have been more like half of 1,800 with 900. It should have been even less than 900 for the half a burner that I was using. So so back to this fuse that melted. I'm here on the floor, under here looking, so I can still see everything. So this is my bus bar, my positive bus bar back here. That my 4 alt wire is coming through from the inverter to the bus bar, and it melted my fuse. So I was doing some research. I was doing some research on YouTube, and just to remember how I came to 400 amp for my fuse. Do I have the wrong size fuse or something? Do I need something smaller? I was talking to one of my brother actually, and he was thinking, I think he was thinking more on the AC side, because his calculation was more like, 4,000 divided by 120 volt, which is the AC side of things, which would put us at 33 33 amps. And I believe he thought that this was too large of a fuse, 400. But, and then other places say, 4,000 divided by 12 to get 330 amps, 333 amps. And then you up it like 1.25%. So, so that's how I came to 400. And I'm checking again, and again, it says 400. And I saw another video about why a fuse would melt. I saw another video about why a fuse would melt, but not trip or break the connection. and that YouTube video was saying, but it's not the heat that would trip the breaker. It's over current that would do so, and that the fuse is good. So it sounds like what happened to me. It sounds like my fuse was the right size and everything. When I say good, it was the right size. But it's the connection, on the wires connecting to the fuse that may have been my issue. That it may not have been tight, some space in it or something. So I ordered another one, and I'm gonna test it again. I ordered another 400 amp fuse, and I should have an extra one on hand anyway, but I don't. So I ordered another one, and I'm gonna put it in here and do this test again. Try to use an appliance in addition to this cooktop at the same time. It had to be like 1900 something watts. So that's when we had the trouble. It seemed like, powering 1900 plus watts. And so I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna get another 400 amp fuse, and this is done. And I'm gonna try it. And I need to make sure that it is really connected and tight. And I might need to look into how to do that. Maybe I did it incorrectly. So if you guys have any tips and ideas, please send it to me. Shoot me a text or inbox me or something, and let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know your thoughts on this, because that was one hiccup that I managed to cooking. But good morning. The plan was to stay in Vanna last night, but look where I am in my nephew's and my niece-in-law's house. Donnell crashed on the bed on the way home from skiing last night, so I was not able to stay in the van myself. There was no moving him. I guess it was comfortable, so that test passed for the bed. It must be comfortable. Now another thing, I wanted to sleep in Vanna last night, to test it out with the cold temperatures, and my heating system and stuff. But as I said in another on the other video, my son had crashed, on the way to my niece-in-law, my nephew's house. He crashed on the bed, put the bed down, crashed. There was no waking. And he said it was comfortable under the covers. It was okay under the covers. It had got cold, take the covers off, it's cold. It did get cold, but underneath the covers, he was quite comfortable. And so I guess that was fine. I had purchased a mattress heater, so I'm gonna use that as my backup plan to, in the night I can put the mattress heater on, or you keep it on. So that would help me get through the night. As my furnace, I can't keep it running 100% of the time because it drinks a lot of diesel. So that's a future improvement, to increase the tank of my diesel, so that my diesel tank, so that I can carry more fuel, and therefore be able to run it longer if I want to pay for a lot of fuel. But until then, or in the meantime, I would just plan to run the heater like at night for a few hours as I sleep. Where I know it's going to turn off at some point, and then again in the morning, when I get up. I think I have even spacious heater system, DFD5 I forgot the name of it. It's been a while since I said it, but my system may allow me to schedule it. I have to check into that. But I did have some problem with my heater as well, because sometimes I'm finding that I have to, when I turn it on, I have to go 2-3 times before it turns on, particularly if it hasn't been running for a while. So that's another thing I have to think about. So the test, I believe this test went well. I have to, look into my the fuse for my inverter. And Vita, my dog, she's a dog. She's a pretty big dog. She, I have, dedicated a spot for her on the floor here. You see that behind me? I had dedicated, that's her bed right there on the floor. I dedicated that spot for her to sleep. I wasn't able to attend to her in that way last night. So that's something I still have to work with her on, to find a good spot for her to sleep. I think that's a big enough area, but she, it's a new environment, so I gotta get her used to where her spot is. So you guys, I hope this made sense. With my test buzz. So, let me know if you have any questions. And thank you guys for listening. If you got this far, okay, bye.